always confirm His way. In one way, He will always confirm. Thank you so much, Prophet, for the prayer that you did this morning. Prayer, Prophet, was almost my horse. Enhlizweni yami nginokudumisa kakhulu ukuthi yazi uNkulunkulu when He wants to speak to us, He just speaks, and it depends only on you as a person ukuthi how much do you want to listen to what He's saying to you. Because when He speaks, we always doubt ukuthi ngabe bekuyena yini. But when He confirms, that is when you see the glory of God. When God said I must preach this morning, a lot was running in my head. A lot. I kept quiet for a while. While we were driving back from Pride, kept quiet for a while because I was just debating me, how, and the me and how ihleli lapha to a certain place, but God is sitting somewhere. So the me asking why, I'm asking the why because I am somewhere and God is somewhere. And I came home. Such things, you can't share them. Ngafunda from the best, my sisters are. So you can't share them. I'm preaching with the end this day. She keeps quiet and then she surprises us. I said, oh, okay. So when I came home, everything was okay, but inside me, tremblisha, what do you want me to say, Lord? And I think uNkulunkulu befuna ukuthi mina ngithathe ubunjalo bami ngibunikeze yena ukuze yena atshele mina what to say kunina. Whatever that I'm going to speak about today, it's something that God has told me for the past 4 days. Every day for the past 4 days. It's a lot of information, it's a lot of things. As in Sunday, they needed me to sit down and try and collect it or rearrange the whole message so that it was at Nina, he rearranged. So at this point in time, I give that wisdom to try and say what he said ngendlela yokuthi iqoqeke ingabi scattered. I know what he said, but what I'm praying for is that imjumayelo yami ihambe kahle ingabi scattered. That is what I'm praying for. Can we pray? We are in your presence right now. It is only your will, Lord, that can do umsebenzi ofunayo empilweni zethu. It can be a message from you, Lord, that is going to pierce through our hearts, pierce through in our minds. Ezokwenza ukuthi izwi lakho lihlale enhlizweni zethu. Baba, let not be me ophambi kwabantwana bakho, kodwa kube wena uNkulunkulu othongela uzokhuluma. Let me be a vessel ozoyisebenzisa right now in Jesus' name. God has said to me, I must speak about me to you. I must speak about the fear. I must speak about the pain. I must speak about the confusion to you. And when I asked him why, he said, because all these things that I'm talking about are things that are affecting you. When they affect you, every other person is affected. When you are weak, most of the people will be weak because they see you. When you are strong, they will gain strength because they see you as strong. You can lie to them, but you can't lie to me. You can tell everyone that it is okay, but you cannot tell me that it is okay. For your healing and everybody's healing lies in me talking about how things are. Where am I? He even said, the place that you are in, you will find that you are not alone in that place, but you can't see any other person. But there are certain people in the house that are in that place, but you can't even see them that they are there, because that's how the devil works. He has clouded everything so much that you can't even see that there are people that you know who are here because they go with you. It's like the wave that goes on this side. And I think sometimes bees, they will just move around. So it's something like that. But illustrate without knowing ukuthi sila sonke, ngoba wonke umuntu utshela ukuthi no, I've conquered, I'm out. Okay, I will just say a lot about what is happening, but can we just open the book of Ephesians chapter 4 verse 27. Ephesians chapter 4. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 27.
I'm reading the Amplified version. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 27. You can say that, and do not give the devil an opportunity to lead you into sin by holding a grudge or nurturing anger or harboring resentment or cultivating bitterness.
Do not give the devil an opportunity. Can we turn our Bible to Isaiah 35? Verse 4. Isaiah 35 verse 4.
Isaiah chapter 35 from verse 4. Say to those with an anxious and panic-stricken heart, be strong, fear not. Indeed, your God will come with vengeance for the ungodly. The retribution of God will come, but he will save you.
Okay. Says verse 4. I'm reading from the King James Version. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your God will come with vengeance. Even God with a recompense, he will come and save you.
Siyabonga Nosihle. Bazalwane, la ngizoqala khona, ngizoqala ekutheni before the devil uses you, or before you allow the devil to come into your life, an event happen. And any event, you can call it death, you can call it depression, or you can call it whatever that you want to call it. But there is an event that happens, and then there is a space where you open for the devil to come in. God said, I, including the others too, we are in a certain place where it's like the devil has locked us there. We are praying, we are reading the word, but we are reading and praying from a certain place. The place that he did not put us there, but an event happened, and then we find ourselves in that place. So whatever we do, it looks like we are limited in whatever that we do because we are praying from a certain place, yet he is on the other side. Yet he's expecting us to be on that lane, and we have derailed ourselves because of the event. So that is why he wants me to speak about the fear, to speak about how I feel, and I believe because we had a conversation as he was talking, we were having a very, very strong conversation where I was asking questions, but in all that, what I was saying to him about the fear that I have, the questions that I had, and anything that was coming in my mind when Malusi passed on, he said, but I am not going to discuss that part of Malusi passing on, but what I want to address is the place where you are, because the event has caused me to move from where he wanted me to be, and then it shifted me to a certain place, which is the place that God says a lot of us are there, but we cannot see. Even me, who is there, I can't even see you, that you are there with me, because the event has happened. So the devil has almost closed us up in a way that we cannot even feel the hand of God. When God is trying to pull us out, we can't even feel the hand of God. Some things that are happening, it's things that we have opened up for the devil. He says, yes, you can cry. It's painful. There is no one who has felt the pain that is stronger than what you have felt. I do agree about that. But I am just concerned about the place where you are. How am I, as God, going to heal you if you are sitting in that place? That is why give the devil no place, because God, that is what God wanted us to do, wanted me to do, because I know him. He wanted me to first think about everything that was happening and then close the gaps where the devil can come in. But because of the vulnerability of us being in the situation, the devil crept in a certain way to come and depress us, because he spoke about the depression as well, to say some of you have depression, some of you need an inner healing so that I can be able to touch you again. So as God, he says, I am still there. I am still there with you. I know what you are going through. So in everything, do not fear, because I can be there. If you want me, when you call upon my name, when you pour your heart out, because you can call God's name, but your heart and the position that you are in, it's not the position that you are able, you must be in that position. Well, when we spoke, and then suddenly I saw a huge wind that just came, and then immediately it was like a big tree. Immediately when he was talking, I saw the leaves, the dry leaves from the tree, a tall tree, they just zawa because of the wind. When the wind blows, it blew so much that every dry leaf on the tree, it just fell down. Just like that, fell down like that. And then I kept quiet, and then he said, I am God. There is none above me. If, as you see the wind that is blowing the tree and the leaves are falling down, that is exactly what I do when you come to me and say to me, I have a problem, I need you, I have sinned, I need you. That is how I wipe everything for you to be accepted in my life, because you need God's hand all the time. So the wind that blew everything, it was like God is showing me that I am covered with everything that you may think of, covered with doubts, covered with fear, to say, Lord, who is next now? What is going to happen? We just buried our parents. Malusi is gone. Who is next? What? Now I don't live a normal life. I'm living a fearful life because the devil has crept in. So it's like when he blew that wind, when I saw all those leaves coming down, and they just came down like you know, like a, I won't say like a rain, because the rain is droppings that comes like this. It just everything down on the floor, and I felt in my spirit, God did not say this, that maybe it's me who have been engulfed by a lot of grief in my journey. Now God wants to uncover me again. He wants to take me out of the situation that I've found myself in. So he knows exactly why he showed me that. He knows, and I strongly believe that that was exactly what God wanted me to see. That was a point of reference for me to say, this is what God has said, and surely whatever that is in me, or wherever the situation that I am in, God is able to uncover everything as long as I come to him. So that is why today I speak about me, so that if I speak about me, God will be able to heal me. God will be able to bring the joy and the happiness again to me. Because sometimes you may say everything is well, but when you know exactly that things are not well, you always find yourself down. You are thinking, Lord, am I still going to laugh again? Lord, am I still going to be happy again? What is going to happen to me? What is going to, you know, I've got those questions that God said I must talk about them, so that I can uncover this veil that has been put upon myself, and to certain people also, that they need to uncover this veil also, so that God can be able to access them, because he's got no access now in our lives, because we have something against him. We have something that we are holding, that we are scared to say, God, I'm just holding you accountable for this. I'm just holding you accountable for that. We don't want to say it, but it looks like we are in that position whereby if ever he can just come here, you will just say, you did this. But God does not want us to be in that position. He wants us to be encouraged. He wants us to be strong. As Joshua 1 verse 9 says, be strong and be courageous. Do not be afraid. But that is exactly what happened, whereby you are no longer strong. You are no longer encouraged. You are no longer, the fear is just overwhelming. It's so powerful to the sense that there are certain things that you can't do because you are almost at the verge of dying also, because there is fear within you.
Yeah.
So God wants to free us today.
Yeah.
He wants us to come out of wherever we are, wherever the devil has closed us, to come to him and say, Lord, it is painful. It is painful, but I prefer to walk with you than to be bound in that hole where I am. It is so dark where I am. It is like nobody can see that I need help. But God says, no, come out, because you have allowed the devil to close you there. Come out. And then when you are out on the lane, that is when I will be able to heal you. That is when I will be able to touch you. That is when I'll be able to see you. Ukuthi, there is something you need me. Then I will come and reach you out.
Yeah.
But when you are in that camp, I cannot come in that camp because abantwana bakaNkulunkulu babona abantwana bobumnyama, babantwana bokukhanya. Sidinga ukuhlala ekukhanyeni ngaso sonke isikhathi, where God will lead us, where God will see us, where God will touch us in different ways. So the day that we come and surrender to God, because that is what he told me, that we need to surrender everything unto him. He is very faithful and he is just, ukuthi asithethelele noma asihlambulule, because we are his children. We are abantwana bakhe bokukhanya, not abantwana bobumnyama. God told me, or referred me to the book kaMalusi engike ngayifunda ebhalwe ama-visions, dreams akhe. Wangirefera kulelo book wathi, you read it yourself. When I showed uMalusi the grace and the light that is in this house. The grace and the light that is in this house. uMalusi wrote that it was like everything is dark, very, very dark, to a point whereby you cannot see. But there was a shining light over this house, meaning us in the church. A shining light, so much that you can't be able to look at the light that is shining. God says, you saw that, but now do you still expect that the light is shining that bright when everyone is at the hole? The light may be there, but it may not shine as it was shining, because most of you are being held on this corner. And when he said that, I remembered Ulungile. Lungile has been talking about her dreams lately, to say her colors are no longer shining bright. They are flickering. My colors are flickering now. All the time when God shows me my colors and my brother's colors, cousins' colors, they are all flickering. They are not as shining as they were, which means, she says, because Malusi is no longer there. Yes, God says, I must tell you that Malusi is no longer there. We will not be able to see Malusi when we allow the devil to use us. We need to move and be in a place whereby God is going to walk with us until the day we see uMalusi. It does not do us any good whereby we will be there and still think that God is still with us when our journey is too different from what he was going on. Because when we go there, we won't be able to see him. But when we come to our lane where he said we must be, God will be able to open that door for us to see him. So today, I want to encourage everyone to say our situations may be different, but God knows them. Everything that we go through, God knows. And when we come to him, siba strong, siba abantu abathembele kuyena. He is just and very faithful to heal us. We need healing. God spoke about people that have a depression due to certain things that that happens in our lives, and then we take them, we put them in the bag. We take them and then we put them in the bag. Those things, all these things, they cause depression. Sometimes as children of God, we have to behave like children of God. As children of God, we have to walk the walk. The walk that God, when he sees it, he will be pleased. But now when we walk with our own understanding. God is not pleased with that. But God wants us to be in our lane, to say, Lord, as I come to you, I'm coming to you to tell you that yes, I am depressed. I can see the reason, the reasons that makes me depressed are, you can mention them to God, because God is a good listener, and God wants every one of us to come to him and say, this is what I'm suffering with. It cannot be the same thing that I'm suffering with. It can be your own thing that you are suffering with. But God wants to heal us this morning. He wants to touch us this morning. He wants to take us out of the pit this morning. God's hand is always there to take us out. He said his hand is always out to reach us. But when your hand is not out to lift it up to him, he won't be able to hold it. He won't be able to hold it, because you will be going alone in the matter, and you will start asking questions. But God, I told you, but you never extended help to me. And then God says, no, my hand was stretched out. But the way you were, the place that you were, as much as you were trying to stretch it out to me, but I could not reach you because you were in the darkest place. So God, every day, he wants us to be healed. He wants us to be abantwana abangeke babe nako ukusaba nokuthuka. Yes, uNkulunkulu, I gave you, at some point I gave you the strength. I gave you the strength for others ukuze babe strong. But you went back because you wanted to go back. And I cannot blame God uqinisile. Ngathi no, ngisafuna ukuhlala ngilile lo mntanami. Ngisafuna ukuhlala nje ngilile ngoba ngalitshela ukuthi this pain uma ngikhala izophela, not knowing ukuthi uNkulunkulu has got his own plans. I never knew also ukuthi today I'll be able to stand. Yesterday, the things that we, myself and I, we were engaging in, I was crying. But today, when I woke up, I'm very strong, because uNkulunkulu uyena owaziyo, o designer everything. Even our patterns esingena kuwona, sometimes we find ourselves in certain patterns due to, it's either abangani, due to people that are around us. Sizithuke senza ama patterns which are not godly. uNkulunkulu uthi even on those patterns, we need to remember he is God. You can uzifihle izono zakho kubantu kodwa yena uyabona. He is a God who sees everything that we do. And uma siza kuyena, surrender everything, uyakwazi yena ukusisiza ezintweni zonke. Ngoba uzuthi kuko konke, even choosing abangani, uthi there's only one thing that a person cannot choose. You cannot choose your family, because I place people in their families. But whenever, even your friends, even the people that you engage with, people that you put them in your circle, it's people, it's your own decision to have those people there. It is your own decision. Nobody comes to me and say, Lord, is this one correct now? That is why I want to correct those things using generation engane yolungile, whereby God told him, hey, ukuthi, you must sift kubangani bakho. I don't want this one. You must tell them slowly but slowly. I will tell you, I will teach you when to tell this one, to say, no, I don't want to be your friend anymore, because it's a new season, it's a new thing for them, it's a new generation. We never told everybody was your friend. Everybody was your friend. So even those who comes, those are your friends as well. Because Satan wenza sure I want you to be in this circle of friends, so that you can find yourself doing what they do. Even if you are a child of God, but for you to be acceptable in the world, you have to do this, so that your mind is. But when you take yourself out, abanye abantu ababi happy for that, because now it's like the relationship between you and the devil iyasuswa, bese bengabi happy, because they want to keep you there for you to contribute with something, as much as uphila le mpilo, but be here also, so that sonke sikhule ndawonye, because I want to be acceptable to people. So this morning, ngiyazibuza ukuthi Nkosi, wherever that I was, because now I can say I was, uNkulunkulu kuphela ongasikhipha sonke, asibeke endaweni efuna yena. uNkulunkulu kuphela ongahamba nathi, asinikeze indlela esifanele njengabantwana bakhe, whereby sizohamba sazi ukuthi our God is with us. We trust in him with all our hearts, because he said we must not lean on our understanding. Our understanding derails us, but when we come and ask God for the wisdom, he knows where it is. He says he knows where the wisdom is. We come to him and say, Lord, I need that wisdom. I need, Lord, ukuthi ungenze ngisuke ekusabeni kunaloko ezintweni zonke ngibeke wena phambili. Ezintweni zonke ngazi ukuthi wena you are the author and the finisher of my faith. Because kuko konke I cannot just go as a headless woman. God, I need the Father to come and angisuse angikhiphe yena. Today I am allowing him to take me out, because I need to be out of the situation, because uNkulunkulu knows us best. uNkulunkulu uyazi ukuthi why kube isimo sibe kanjena. What is the end? Thina asiboni, because sibuka lokho kwenzeka njengamanje. Sibuka ukuthi uhamba kanjani njengamanje, bese siyaqala simnikeza yena izindlela zokuthi Nkosi siphathe kanjena. Ungenzi kanje kuthina siphathe kanje. Yet we don't know his plan. We don't have a clue of God's plan ngempilo yethu. Kodwa thina we are very able to detect to God ukuthi siphathe kufanele ngabe lento uyenze kanjeni. Kwangafanele ukuthi umalise umthathe. Kwakufanele ukuthi umfake ezandleni zakho, umbeke somewhere okungenani ukuba kuthiwa ilimalile Nkosi ngabe ngihappy. Kodwa uNkulunkulu knew the plan kaMalusi. uNkulunkulu knew the plan kaMalusi. Mina, I did not know the plan kaMalusi. When God gave me uMalusi, I thought it was just for forever. Kodwa uNkulunkulu knew ukuthi kwenzakalani. Even namanje uma ngisho ukuthi ngiba nama questions ukuthi Lord, who is next? Mhlambe mina futhi, who is next? But God says, I have a plan for everyone. The plan that I have is not to harm you. The plan that I have, the plan is with God. The plan is not with you. You don't have to interfere. You don't have to plan as if you know the plan. It's me who's got a plan for you. For each and everyone here, God has got a plan. For each and everyone, Ola, uyazi uNkulunkulu ukuthi what has caused you ukuthi ube kwilane abengayibhekile. He knows best. But today, he says we must come to him. He says you must come to him. At some point, I said to him, like Abel, Malusi's blood will speak. Because of the whole things ezenzakalayo nozizwayo, ngathi Nkosi, Malusi's blood will speak. Wayengekaza kusho kanje uNkulunkulu ekusho uKain uma la ingeke igazi lika Abel likhulume la lizokhuluma. So uThixo ezintweni zonke bazalwane kusaya indlela ukusikhombisa ukuthi ngiyanithanda abantu bami. I am still with you. In the darkest of the darkest place, he is still with us. He is healing us this morning. He is doing everything engakhombisa ukuthi he wants us to come and focus on him than to focus on the events. Events, they come and goes. Events, amanye asilimazile. It's events that are affecting us directly and indirectly. Events that you will see outside, you come back home with that event, you come and speak about it, and what happens what you have seen. It was not meant for you. You happen to those events, when they happen, we don't come to him and say, Lord, this is the event, it was not meant for me, but I saw it. It touches your mind, it touches your heart, and then a lot happens, and then depression sinks in. So this morning, ezintweni zonke sicela ukuthi uNkulunkulu akakasihlambulule, asikhiphe kulezi zinto zama-events asehlelile sonke, whereby now usuyasaba, sengisaba ngisho ukuthinta imoto because of the events. Events are happening right, left and center, but God is there. He's watching. My angels are there. I dispatched angels. Ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi there is a time whereby you will need angels to come and lift you up, to come and revive your spirit. So that is what God wants us to do this morning. Bazalwane, my sermon is very short. I just want to say, today we have to pray. Pray very hard. uNkulunkulu asisize, because uNkulunkulu always confirm his word. He always confirm his word. So ngiyambonga uNkulunkulu.